Funny home, feel safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much game and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe when you're home, feel safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much game and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N, this is Crime Watch, and we are back, top of the evening to you. Well, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a news briefing, just to keep you posted on what's happening, because I'm live at Cost Cutters in El Dorado from 5:45. So the entire program has been bought out by Cost Cutters with respect to a live appearance. So we have no problem with that. It's something that is normal. I'm getting a terrible echo from here. And also, yeah, terrible echo. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start. So what's happening? I'm just giving you a news briefing and what took place for the day and what's happening. And then tomorrow we're gonna air it. Tomorrow I'm at Soft Steps at M6 Plaza. I'm live there from 11 o'clock tomorrow. And today I'm at Cost Cutters, also from 5:45 in El Dorado. So you all look out to me. So we're going to start. Today's Friday, the 1st of November. Also, today, ladies and gentlemen, is All Saints Day. It's a solemn holy day of the Catholic Church celebrated annually on November the 1st. The day is dedicated to the saints of the Church, that is, all those who have attained heaven. All Saints Day should not be confused with All Souls Day, which is observed on November the 2nd and is dedicated to those who have died and not yet reach heaven. In the Catholic Church, All Saints Day is a holy day of obligations. It's celebrated through the offering of the Mass, and families visit graveyards, especially on all Hallow Eves, All Saints Day, and All Souls Day. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as we go, the country has recorded its 29th double murder after son were fatally shot at their home in Plantation Road, Valencia. Okay, the deceased were identified, father and son shot. The deceased were identified as 54-year-old Harry Ramdhanie, a.k.a. Papa, and his 18-year-old son, Aleem Ramdhanie. Harry's other son, 20-year-old Saleem Ramdhanie, was also injured in the shooting. The trio were reportedly at their Plantation Road home when they were ambushed and shot. The police were notified, and responding officers visited the scene and observed Harry's lifeless body on the front of the doorway. They also observed Saleem and Aleem nursing gunshot wounds to their head. Subsequently took them to the Sandy Grande Hospital, where Aleem succumbed to his injuries. Again, ladies and gentlemen, just as I said, I'm giving you news updates. Okay, also that was a double murder that took place, ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday. The last double murder, which claimed the lives of a father and son, just like what we saw on Wednesday, the 30th of October. It was on the 30th of March. Wow, what's happening on the 30th? It was on the 30th of March, 2024, when 46-year-old Imtiaz Mohammed and his son, 22-year-old Imraz Mohammed, both of building 16 or 4th Avenue in Urban Garden, was stabbed to death at their homes. So father and son was stabbed to death. In fact, I remember visiting that scene and had spoken with the relatives and whatnot. So that's the last time, ladies and gentlemen, a father and son was murdered. That was on Saturday, 30th of March 2024 in Arouca Gardens. And now we have, ladies and gentlemen, come back to me. We have a double murder that took place on Wednesday, the 30th of October. Also, ladies and gentlemen, an elderly man perished in a fire at his home in Barataria on Tuesday, the 29th of October. The deceased was identified as 78-year-old Albert Keith of Valley Drive, 6th Avenue, Barataria. Around 3 p.m., fire officials received a report of a house on fire. Around 3 p.m., fire officials received a report of a house on fire. When they arrived at the scene, they managed to out the blaze. However, in the aftermath, Keith's charred remains was found among the rubble. Keith is the 11th person to die as a result of house fire in the country thus far. The last person that died in a house fire was 62-year-old Harry Ramdhanie at her Arouca South Trade Barrack home on Thursday, the 3rd of October. So you have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You have to pay special attention and keep watching those elderlies around us and whatnot. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with other news, a 21-year-old Anisa Guerra and a one-year-old baby was safely located after they were kidnapped by her ex-husband on Thursday, the 31st of October. Guerra left her marital home with her child after a domestic incident with the suspect, who is said to be a known firearm offender. She reportedly went to a relative's home in the Carney district, and the suspect were able to locate her. He allegedly took the woman and her child against her will, and a report was made to officers of the Cunupia police station, who responded and carried out the investigation. Around 9 p.m. on Thursday, 31st of October, the officers went to a home in the Warren Road, Cunupia, where they found the mother and baby and arrested the suspect. So the mother and child was taken against their will and abducted by the husband and whatnot, but thank God and hats off to Carney police. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a decomposing body was found in a forested area along Larissos Road, north in Dabadi, on Wednesday, the 30th of October. That is all we have right now. And again, I don't make speculations. I know there are people who are currently missing in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, before we could really say, but this is X and this is Y, proper DNA tests will have to be done, and they'll have to get in contact with the respective relatives who have been missing their loved ones and get DNA samples and whatnot, and from the decomposing remains, and take it from there. So just to let you know, a decomposing body was found in a forested area in Larissos Road. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are looking at me on I.A.N Network on Facebook and I.A.N Network on YouTube, what we are doing here, seeing that, you know, we have gone to, we're going to be live at a supermarket called Scutters in El Dorado. We have decided to give you just all the news update. We're not going to miss our news because a lot of people depend on hearing the news on Crime Watch. As we continue, ladies and gentlemen, the nude decomposing body of a man was found near home in Valencia on Tuesday, the 29th of October. The deceased was identified as 61-year-old Charles Springer of San Pablo, Tres, Valencia. Around 7 p.m., officers attached to the Valencia police post received a report of a nude decomposing body of a man near home along the roadway. When the officers arrived at the scene, they observed Springer's lifeless body and contacted the DMO, who responded and viewed the body and made their pronouncement and ordered to be removed from the scene pending post-mortem to determine the actual cause of death. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a schoolgirl was hit by a vehicle in Point Fortin while crossing the road on Tuesday, 29th of October. The accident happened around 2:30 p.m. at Egypt Village near Jatton Trace Junction on the southern main road in Point Fortin. The 18-year-old student suffered a fractured rib. The driver told police she was heading north along the Point Fortin Road in a Toyota Voxy when a student suddenly ran across the road from behind the vehicle heading south. The teenager student at Point Fortin East Secondary School was taken by paramedics, and in fact my people was on the scene. I was also on the scene, and it just, you know, we don't know what happened, but they need the extension of the pavement. And I said that, if we could get it from when I started to speak there. Go ahead. Well, the junction here, Point Fortin School across on this side here. And it just go, not even on this side, okay, you have pavement on this side, but again, you have two schools. You have Egypt government primary school on this side. So you need proper pavement. So children who go into school, they don't have to cross because people drive crazy. Hi, good afternoon. You all right? People drive really, really mad. So I really hope that the child is okay. I was just in Point 14 and, I just saw it and someone just sent me the video. But nevertheless, if you have any information about this incident, but we are calling for a pavement on this side here, on the left side of the road, cars heading into a northern direction. Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Aleem Ramdhanie on Wednesday, the 30th of October 2024, authorized Caribbean Airlines to settle the ongoing wage negotiation with TT Alpha with a 4% increase followed by an additional 4% increase for the next bargaining period. Pardon me? What did I say? I said, Finance Minister. What am I saying? I wonder if I'm seeing into the future. Finance Minister Aleem Ramdhanie. So, you remember recently, I tell you what, man, I said it right here. Let the pilots and them, let the government feel the turbulence now. That you know how they'll get their money. So those of you who can't get your money, you have to let them feel it. You have to let them feel it. You have to let them feel it. Because everybody wants to live good life. The pilots also want to live good life. You understand? And the pilots have mortgage to pay, they have children to send to school, they have their family to take care about, and not only the ministers, and they must live good life. And all those in parliament, we have people on the bottom also, the middle class, the lower class, everybody wants to live a top life. And everybody have dreams. So thank God, so ladies and gentlemen, a settlement for them. Great news. I'm happy for the pilots. I'm really, really happy for the pilots. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a man was reportedly shot and wounded near the roundabout in Arouca, whereas on Thursday, the 31st of October, the suspect allegedly fled in a gold Almera registration and have their registration number PCP 2184. PCP 2184. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this is big news here. A prison officer who had his personal firearm in his waist for several days while in police custody was later charged with failing to have his FUL certificate in his possession. Unbelievable. This prison officer, two prison officers were in a vehicle along with a civilian. Apparently the civilian is known to police. Police stopped the vehicle somewhere in Princeton, took everybody to the I think it's what police station? The Monrepo police station or somewhere Monrepo Marble, and kept them there in a cell. Listen to me, kept them there. Just imagine that, kept them there, not knowing, ladies and gentlemen, not knowing that the prison officer had his personal firearm on him all that time. All that time, them have this man in a cell from Monday to Thursday with his personal firearm. Detained. Just imagine that. And when they find out, well, after they say, well, you remember that they had him from Monday to Thursday, so they couldn't come up with nothing because they realized, well, this man innocent, is wrong. It's not him. They say, well, you go up the road, so they say, but you can't do that, my constitutional rights have been infringed. You can't do that. You can't just let me go and hold me for so much days. So they say, okay, where your book? You're supposed to have your book on you. You're not going to come and charge your man for that? That is craziness. That is craziness, That is craziness, ladies and gentlemen. The officer was also placed, now today, just imagine, the officer was also placed in the same cell with other prisoners at the cell block at the Princeton Magistrate Court early today. Relatives said they were attempting to locate the officer, but they kept getting a runaround from police officers. It alleged that the officer and another prison officer is a civilian were identified by police inside a car within the Southern Division on Monday, 28th of October. The civilian was reportedly wanted in connection with robbery offenses. The prison officer was detained at the Monrepo police station and occasionally housed at the Maribela police station between Monday and Thursday. It is further alleged that on Thursday, 31st of October, he informed police officers at the station that he had in his possession a loaded licensed pistol. The weapon was seized and he was asked to produce his FUL certificate, but he said he did not have it on him. He asked the police to contact a relative who would be able to bring the certificate to the police station, but this was not done. The officer's relative later hired an attorney who began making inquiries about the client's detention. The lawyer was told that the officer was being held for robbery inquiries, but the attorney informed the officer that they are not allowed to detain someone pending inquiries. You must first conduct your inquiries and arrest a suspect. The lawyer reportedly told the officer hours later the prison officer was charged with failing to have in his possession his FUL certificate and taken taken to the Princeton Magistrate Court, where he was placed among other prisoners. That is craziness, you know. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the bandit was arrested after staging a robbery at a supermarket opposite the police station. Was also pinpointed as a suspect in the 80,000 robbery at a chutney singer's home in Chase Village. So apparently, the same bandit that robbed the supermarket, they are saying now he could assist. He was pointed out as a suspect, ladies and gentlemen. He was pointed out as a suspect. After we posted this picture, the relatives of the chutney artist say, but wait now, we know that man. We know that man, that the man in we house. You see, that's what I tell you, the power of crime watch. The power the power of crime watch. The power of crime watch, that, you know, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. The accused was identified as Anderson Trim and was identified on Wednesday, 30th of October, after his image was posted on Crime Watch, on the I.A.N network on Facebook and the I.A.N network on YouTube. Trim is reporting that from Tomasos Terrace in Arima. As he reported, he told the police, however, he read that him and his accomplices are from Cascade, the Cascade community. What are you doing quite down here robbing people, boy? Unbelievable, yeah? On Tuesday, 29th of October, Trim and another man robbed your door supermarket opposite the Freeport police station around 9 p.m. and made off with 9,300 along with 3,000 worth in cigarettes and alcohol. And the suspects were fleeing. Officers of the CID charged him alerted and managed to arrest Trim and other suspects. And the other suspect, he loot capture, but Trim was found with a bag with stolen items and loaded pistol, Smith & Wesson firearm. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the same Anderson Trim, also on Saturday, the 26th of October, 2024, Trim and his accomplices allegedly took chutney artist Sunil Ramsundar's house key and promised to return after they relieved the family of 80,000 during a home invasion in Chase Village. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a man cuffed a woman in the face and robbed her of a cell phone. Also, you know, just to tell you about Trim, on Monday, 26th of February, 2024, Trim brother, I just showing you, Antonio Trim, a.k.a. Minty of Cascade, was gunned down alongside Javon Peters of Barataria and Kirby Victor of Beetham Gardens at Morado Street in Maraval. So that is Trim brother. So I just wanted to know the kind of connection, you know, how far we will go to already go back into our archives and put things together. Remember that video? But Trim brother, the guy who was pointed out as a bandit in the home invasion for the chutney artist, and he's the man who do the robbery at your door supermarket in opposite Freeport police station. Right. So I'm telling you about his brother now. I tell you it's in the DNA. It's in the DNA. Want something in your blood. That is it now. It's in your blood. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a man cuffed a woman in the face and robbed her of a cell phone in St. Augustine on Wednesday. The incident happened around 5:15 opposite Warren Street in St. Augustine. The suspect escaped, running towards the priority bus route into a maxi. Let's imagine that. Look back at it. So if you have any information about this suspect, please post it up one time and let me know what is going on. Post it up one time. Also, ladies and gentlemen, bandits fled from a stolen vehicle during a police chase in San Fernando on Wednesday, the 30th of October. The silver Nissan Navara registration TED 3896 was stolen at gunpoint from Point 14 around 9 p.m. on Wednesday. 45 minutes later, it was spotted in San Fernando, and a chase ensued between police from the San Fernando Crime Patrol Unit and 3 of the occupants. The suspects fled the vehicle at the Union Boulevard, Union Hall in San Fernando and escaped in nearby bushes. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a chain snatcher was nabbed and handed over to police in Port of Spain on Thursday. The suspect allegedly snatched a woman's chain from around her neck in Port of Spain overnight. The woman raised an alarm and the assailants were chased and arrested by civilians who handed him over to the police. The woman's stolen chain was handed back to her. Hats off, man. Great work, great work, ladies and gentlemen. Great work.
When I see my Psalm 35, I just be there to see everything happen. God to sleep.
What's that lady, please?
God to sleep. God to sleep. Yeah, God to sleep. He rubbed me around. I don't want to go.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, in other news, the Minister of Energy and Energy Industry, Stuart Young, will act as Prime Minister until Dr. Keith Rowley returns from his private trip to Barbados. All right, so let's imagine they have Stuart Young acting, the acting Prime Minister, the man who made gender statements and homophobic statements in Parliament against the opposition leader. And he's acting as Prime Minister. Unbelievable, yeah? I tell you, only in Trinidad. Also, the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association welcomes former Manchester United striker Dwight York as head coach of Trinidad and Tobago men's national team. The Trinidad and Tobago Football Association welcomes former Manchester United striker Dwight York as head coach of the Trinidad and Tobago men's national team. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Presbyterian Primary School Board of Education issued a statement responding to claims from parents, students at the Penal Rock Road Presbyterian School who were not allowed to wear East Indian attire in celebration on the Valley on Wednesday. The board stated they had no objection to students and teachers in their 72 primary schools wearing East Indian attire in commemoration of Diwali. The release also mentioned that the board is concerned that the guidance and advice given to principals by the Ministry of Education officials across education districts were diverse and not consistent. So, was it that the parents were denied, and the parents and the children were denied wearing the Diwali wear? The primary school. That you can't wear no Wow, unbelievable, yeah? They're saying that the board, that the Ministry of Education give them that directive that you can't wear no Diwali attire, you know, to celebrate the Diwali. That is crazy. I really hope that some attorney out there pick it up. The Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago issued a release stating that only denominational schools celebrations such as Easter, Christmas, and other related doctrinal celebrations will be allowed in 5 Presbyterian secondary schools across the country. So what about Diwali now? What craziness is this? The release further stated that as Presbyterian secondary school, we must adhere to the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago as such. No prayer diminishes the sovereignty of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ or non-biblical text, and is not deemed sacred to our and that is not deemed sacred to our Christian ID shall be promoted within our compound. So what exactly they're saying here? So what they're saying that the Presbyterians are saying, the Presbyterian board is saying that they send directives to the 5 principals in these schools. So these type of festivities are not to be held in school. Easter and Christmas and things with Christian doctrine. And that is craziness. That is craziness. I'll deal with this on Monday. All other non-Presbyterian functions are not to be held at the school or church compound. No functions. Wow. That's a serious thing. That's a serious thing. Also, a garbage truck crashed near Mova Junction early on Friday, the 1st of November. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a Tobago fisherman identified as Ashley Job was reportedly missing after he was last seen leaving on his Anzi 2 boat at Bel Air Gardens Beach on Thursday. That's why a fisherman is missing. And also international news, New York mom and 2 young kids are dead after jumping off Niagara Falls earlier this week. The woman who was identified by police as 33-year-old Chianti Means, along with her 9-year-old son, Romain Rossman, and her daughter, 5-month-old Mecca Means, The mother and children reportedly crossed over a safety guardrail and went over the falls on Luna Island on Monday, the 28th of October 2024. The investigations has determined that this incident was international in nature. True, the circumstances remain under investigation. Intentional, sorry. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put it up now. It's confirmed that the mother of Hannah Matura died at hospital. Remember, they were charged for murder. Well, she died at hospital. She was taken, and in fact, from prison. That's Hannah Matura. You remember the girl that we found that was found, her remains was found to the back of their Valencia home. Just to let you know that. And right, the mother of Hannah Matura, and remember the father, they were both charged for murder. Just to let you know, the mother died in prison. Alana Matura, she passed away. Apparently but there's something I want to tell you about that. I want to tell you something. You remember Bandit was shot at that house? Boy, I do an investigation right now, and just to let you know, that there's more to it. There's more to that scene, and I'll tell you more on Monday. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember we'll be live at Cost Cutters shortly at 5:45. You all will be joining me there. This is just the news to put together for you. And as you can see, no breaks, everything, we ran it out. Everything that you need to know, you'll know it now. So I'll see you at 5:45. Thank you again. And remember, tomorrow, which is Saturday the 2nd, I am at Soft Step at M6 Plaza tomorrow. So have a wonderful evening. I'll see you at 5:45 again. Thank you.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down.